Hello everyone, I am Soumyashree here. So, in this class we will discuss about what determination, how to determine water content of soil. Okay. So there are various methods to determine soil water content. So as we know what here we know that the ratio of weight of water upon weight of solid is our water content. So by using various types of methods, we will conduct or calculate water content of soil. Here these are the methods we will learn one by one. And okay, the first method is our oven dry method. So it is a very simple method. By 4 lines we will learn this method. So the simplest and most accurate method is our oven dry method. Here in this method what we do, first we take soil sample. Okay, we take soil sample and first in a container. Here this is your container. So we take M1 as weight of container. Okay. So next we take soil sample with this container. Okay. So our M2 is our what? Soil sample with container. Next is our, what we do, we take soil sample in this container. Next we put this container with soil in our oven for 24 hours. We need to remember, for 24 hours. Okay, then we take it out and next again we weight the sample after oven drying. Then that will be our dry soil mass. So that will be dry soil with container. Okay. So these are the what? Containers. This is container with lid, and here in our oven we put these containers with soil sample. Okay. So in container our temperature should lies between what? 110 degree Celsius plus or minus 5 degree. Okay. We can change plus or minus 5 degree. So as we know, what is water content? Weight of water upon weight of solid. So from these three we will calculate weight of water and weight of solid. So here first is what? Wet soil sample is here and dry soil sample is here. So we can do what? M2 minus M3. Here the container weight will be cancelled out and only wet soil and dry soil will be left. So the soil sample mass, the solid soil will be cancelled out. So only water we will get from by subtracting M2 with M3. Next is our what? Weight of solid. So here M3 is our dry solid weight. Okay. So we can subtract M3 minus M1. Okay. So here M1 is our weight of what? Weight of container. Multiply with 100. So we can get from this formula what? Our percentage water content. Okay. So this is the accurate method with easiest method. Next is our what? Turgeon balance method. In case of oven dry method, we take 24 hours to got our value, but in case of Turgeon balance method, only we need 15 to 30 minutes of time. Okay. So, here this is the apparatus we use for Turgeon balance method. Okay. So, what it says that Turgeon balance method is one of the method that is very rapid. Okay. Soil, we determine the water content of the soil rapidly, very rapidly. Okay. So, next we need one what? Our infrared lamp. Okay. To conduct this Turgeon balance method, we need infrared lamp with what? 250 watt lamp, and voltage should lies between 220 to 230 voltage. Okay. Next is our, as this apparatus is very small, here we put the container. Okay. So, in this container only 25 gram of soil we can take, but in our oven dry method, what we have done that we take as much as sample we can take. Okay. Like here, these are the what containers, we can take any amount of soil sample, but in case of Turgeon balance method, we only can take 25 grams of soil. Next, okay, the soil size should not be greater than what? Sorry, should not be less than 2 microns. Okay. So, the soil sample should lies between what? Coarse grain soil to 2 micron size of soil. Okay. As I have already said that the test result can obtain with 15 to 30 minutes. Within 15 to 30 minutes, we can get the result. Here our lamp is here. Okay. So, this is a infrared lamp. Okay. We can operate or conduct it or higher or lower the distance between the container or lamp. Okay. So, next here the container will be with what? Soil sample of 25 gram of soil sample. Next, in this method only what will happen? The soil, the clay soil or other type of soil are not well for this type of method. Only that type of soil which reabsorbs moisture after this test was conducted. Okay. Here, this type of soil is only preferable for this type of this method. Okay. So, Turgeon balance method, there are only 2 to 3 points that what? It is conducted rapidly and only can take 15 to 30 minutes, and the soil sample is of 25 grams of soil. Next is our what? The best method. Okay. And in every question always asked about this type of method. Only oven dry method and pygnometer method are most important methods. Other methods are normally we conduct. Okay. So, here is the jar, pygnometer jar. So, what it says, pygnometer method is rapid method. Okay. It is the type of method in which we need the specific gravity of the soil sample. Okay. In other those two types of method like oven dry method and Turgeon balance method, we don't need any other parameters, but here we need specific gravity of soil. Okay. Here whose specific gravity is accurately known. We need to know specific gravity. As we have the pygnometer, we can conduct specific gravity test also. So, it is not the biggest issue here. So, next is our what? This method only can be conducted with coarse grain soil. Okay. Why? Because in this jar, here we have the diameter here. here the jar having diameter of what? 6 mm. Okay. So, if a small amount of air entered in this jar, so and there will be calculation issues. So, we need what? Coarse grained soils. Okay. Here, like as the entrapped air is likely to cause significant error. Okay. So, next is our, so for fine grained soil, pygnometer method is not suitable. Okay. So, this jar is about what? 1 liter. It can carry 1 liter of water or anything. Fitted with a brass conical cap. Okay. Here, this is the brass conical cap, and here is your glass jar. Okay. So, here one rubber is fitted to completely close the jar. Okay. So, what we do in this method, first we will calculate what? Weight of this jar. Okay. Here, as said, a rubber or fiber washer is placed to prevent what? Your leakage. So, yeah, in more next, our best point for pygnometer test is what? It doesn't need to dry the soil. Okay. In oven dry method or Tarzan balance method, we need to dry the soil sample, but in case of pygnometer method, we don't need to dry it. Okay. So, here, as first we take W1, weight of pygnometer. Okay. Next we take what? Some amount of soil sample, that is 200 or 300 grams of soil sample. Okay. So, to be half filled the pygnometer. Here, pygnometer plus dry soil is our W2. So, next what do we do? Here, pygnometer plus soil plus water. We need to fill the pygnometer completely. Okay. So, here first our solid sample is filled with half filled, then we add water, what? Up to this point, up to this point we add water. Okay. Then we weight the jar with some soil sample and water, that will be our W3. Here, next what we do? We clean the jar properly, then we fill complete full amount of water in that jar. Okay. So, we fill the jar with only what? With only water up to this point. Okay. So, next we will calculate water content. So, our W will be here. This is the formula for calculation of water content by using pygnometer method. We need to remember this formula because in every type of exams the questions are asked with this formula. Okay. So, we have learned about what? Our pygnometer method. Okay. We need to, this is a very important method for both specific gravity and water content method. So, here next is our sand bath method. So, in this method what happened, that as we have done oven drying method, Turgeon balance method and pygnometer method, those are laboratory methods, but this sand bath method we can conduct at field only. Okay, this is field method. Sand bath method is a field method conducted to determine what? Our water content. So this method is fast, but the result is not as accurate as oven drying method. Okay, we can conduct this method rapidly first, but the values are not accurate as oven drying method. The best or accurate values we got from where? From oven drying method. So what happens in this method, that here your what tray, it will fill up to 3 centimeter height. Okay, here the sand is kept on a tray to a height of about 3 centimeter. Okay, so next what happened? So container is placed with wet soil and dried by keeping on the sand bath and heating. Nothing will happen. Okay, so we put this 3 centimeter of height of soil in this container. Okay, so next what happens? We put some white paper in this soil. So next, after heating the paper, those papers will change its color. Okay, so those papers will change its colors to what? Brown colors, or papers to turn into what? Brown color. So after the formation of brown color, what happened? We stop heating. Okay, so first we have wet soil, next we got here the dry soil. Okay, so by putting the formula of oven drying method, what? Here this formula, M2 is for what? Soil sample with container. Which soil sample? Wet soil sample. And W3 is your dry soil sample. Okay, this formula we will use in also sand bath method. Okay, so we got what? Wet soil sample, and we can measure this container weight. Also, after turning the white paper into brown color, we can calculate the dry soil sample weight. So we can what? By putting the formula of oven dry method, we can calculate what? Our moisture content or water content from sand bath method. So here is our next formula, what? Alcohol method. In alcohol method, this is also we need to what? Calculate our dry soil sample and wet soil sample. First we have wet soil sample and next we will calculate our dry soil sample. Also by using oven dry method formula, we will conduct this test. So what happens here? Determine in alcohol method same as in what? Oven drying method. Okay, so method except that drying of wet soil is done with help of methylated spirit. Okay, so what do we do in this method? That we will use methylated spirit to dry our wet soil. Okay, so methylated spirit will react with the water present in our soil. And so after reaction, okay, we will put what? 1 gram of soil, 1 gram of soil, 1 mm of methylated spirit. Here 1 mm of methylated spirit in 1 gram of soil. So it will react and dry our soil sample. What happens? It is very volatile in nature. So we need to prevent it from fire. So the method is quite rapid but not very accurate as we use chemicals. So this is not very accurate. We don't get the accurate value of moisture content. Okay. So our next method is what? Calcium carbide method. In this method also, what happens? We will have the value of what? We have the value of our wet soil sample and dry soil sample. Then we will calculate as per oven drying method. Okay. So what happens here? The principle here: soil react with calcium carbide and it will form acetylene gas. Okay. The pressure exerted by the acetylene gas on a diaphragm gives measure of water content. What happens here? The pressure after reaction with calcium carbide and water, there will be acetylene gas. So this formation of acetylene gas will show us here in this lead or in this kit our water content value. Okay. It should be converted water content based on the dry weight of soil. Okay, that means we will use what? Our oven dry method, as we got our dry soil value and wet soil value. We can calculate it by this method. Also here in this kit we will get the water content value. So calcium carbide method is not that necessary for us for any type of exam. Only we need what? Pygnometer method and oven drying method. Torsion balance method is a little bit of important, but calcium carbide method, alcohol method, these are not necessary. We need to know about this only. Okay. So in this class we have studied about what? Various types of tests we conduct to get our values for what? To calculate water content. Okay. So in our next class we will perform to calculate specific gravity of soil. Thank you.